Price is the major factor why market uptake for rental and sales property is very low in Sierra Leone. In the past 8 years, I have witnessed and engaged in dozens of property sales, rental transactions, and pricing negotiation in this country. So I have encountered a host of demanding landlords and vendors. For me, convincing a landlord or seller who has built an unrealistic value of their property is comparable to convincing a cigarette addict of the dangers of smoking. Let me tell you a story. In 2016, my early years as an estate agent, I met a landlord who owns a property in Wilberforce, Freetown. Actually, an international NGO had contacted Global Salone to look for a residence for their country director, and I was assigned to this task. Through my search for this client, a friend told me about this house and gave me the contact information for the landlord. At first, I was very happy. I contacted him to discuss the price and scheduled viewing. I was shocked and terribly irritated by how he talked to me about his property. What beat my imagination is this. Imagine you call someone whose house has been vacant for 3 years and he began asking you all sorts of unwarranted questions. He insisted on his price, like $24,000, and he was not in any way to give up to any Jack and Jill. We spent minutes on the phone. By the time we agreed on access and viewing date, I was like, I had lost all interest in his property. Anyway, we showed the client the house and he offered $14,000. It was very difficult talking to him, but I tried to explain to him why that offer was not, in fact, so bad, but my efforts were in vain. Later, I searched and found a far better place in terms of finishes and facilities around SS Camp. My questions are these. What would you expect from this kind of landlord or property owner due to this familiar attitude of several other property owners in Sierra Leone? That's my price. I am not in a hurry to rent my property or give it to any Jack and Jill. That property remained vacant for over 4 years. Surprisingly, even the last time I checked in 2020, it was still vacant. Imagine the number of years, 2016 to 2021. Almost 5 years. Do you know how much this man has lost each year? Assuming he received $14,000 yearly for 5 years, that is like $70,000. That money alone is enough to buy and build 2 bedrooms at number 2 River. So this situation is not a unique one. There are many other landlords or sellers across the city whose property have been unoccupied or unsold for as long or even longer than this one. However, the reason remains the same: persistence on price, ignorance, and failure to conduct property valuation and appraisal before tagging a price. My advice on how to avoid such unfortunate situations and income loss in the future: the next time you want to sell or let your property, consult an expert regarding the possible market value of your property to ensure that the price is neither too high nor too low.